Okay, Trump's has come out and accused Obama of wiretapping him in Trump Tower, and he has the same amount of evidence. He may have more evidence. He may have more evidence than all these people who said that Vladimir Putin has interfered in American elections. The same evidence. I saw a debate on RT, which is a biased source, and I saw their version of it. I saw it on Fox, and I have the information. And my take on it is this: as a person who supports Trump, my main concern is that he be successful. That's my main concern, is his success. Not from the standpoint of him getting accolades, but from the standpoint of the people in my sphere, i.e. the middle class, comes up. You know, I call all over the country every day and talk to people who are donors and people who are members of the National Rifle Association, and I don't hear how good they're doing. I hear how bad they are. I hear about their medical bills, that they can't pay them. I hear all these terrible situations about their life. I hear they're not working. A lot of people in the energy industry aren't working. So yeah, I'd like to see them go back to work. And for Mr. Trump to do that, he needs an administration. He needs to get everything cleared out. And there's a lot of obstructionism going on with the Democratic Party. And some with the Republican Party, I'm sure. So I'd like for him to be successful. That's my main issue. Secondarily, I'd like to see the country brought together and united, and us working together. I'd like to see a functioning Democratic Party. I'm a working person. I make $11 an hour. So I should be a natural Democrat. I should be voting for the Democrats. I'm a working person, and I paid $5,000 in some form of taxes last year for $25,000 worth of income. That's what I paid. I mean, with Social Security, Medicare, state taxes, all that. I'm a working person. That's my constituency, and yet I'm a Trump supporter. I should have been a natural Democrat, because the Democratic Party has failed us. They have failed us. And it's partly this identity politics, partly because they've been bought and sold to the military-industrial complex, to the military security complex. Secondly, I want to see the world get better. And I want us to move away from war. That's what this is about. Mr. Trump, even more than Mr. Sanders, in my view, is a peace candidate. He wanted peace. His view, the reason he wants to build up the army is he wants to go over there and kick ass and get it over with. Which is not what our previous administrations. Mr. Bush had 6 years to end the war. He didn't end it. And Mr. Obama had 8 years to end the war. And he expanded it. And we haven't won anywhere. The situation's worse. We're still fighting in Iraq. We're still fighting there. So these situations need to be resolved, and we don't need to have a conflict of any type with Russia. We don't need to. We've already had it. We're already in Syria, which is somebody who Syria owes them a lot of money. Syria owes them a lot of stuff. We don't need this at all. It's very dangerous. It's very provocative. There are no great standing armies anymore, and if things get bad, they're going to start bombing. Everybody's going to start bombing, and it's going to be bad. So I don't want that. So I want peace and prosperity, and the Democrats don't want that. The media doesn't want that. In my opinion, they are surrogates for the military-industrial complex. It has nothing to do with liberalism. It has nothing to do with socialism. It has something to do, unless you can say military spending is socialism, which it is, because they don't care if they spend us dry and they collapse the dollar. They don't care about any of that crap. They want to continue feeding at the trough, and this stuff needs to be ended. And Mr. Trump is trying to do it. And it's still out whether or not he's going to do it. Still out whether he's going to be successful. Bye-bye.